Good morning, friends. It's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively. I am here with the fitting florets and happy about it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. You know, again, I've said it before, sometimes things are easier to work with than others. This is an easy work with. You will like it. It just is easy to work with. I've done a lot of stuff with it so far, which I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to show you, I've got a new project for you today. I have to make sure I'm here. I'm not sure why, because I know I'm here, but I just have to make sure I have volume. My husband and I, oh yeah, there you go, I'm done. My husband and I share this laptop sometimes, and so when I came down to get ready for this morning, nothing was connected. It said it needed to restart. It said a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to hear this morning. That's for dang sure. So since I was here last week, I had my holiday stamp all day, and people walked out of here with 600 Christmas cards. We've had 2 birthdays. Winona, if you're on my email list, you got a little Winona Rose was 2, and we sang happy birthday to her, and she's so cute. Amelia was 5 yesterday. She woke up yesterday morning bouncing on her bed. I'm finally 5. And we had 3 of them born. Walt was born in September, Amelia November, and Willow December. So she was bouncing on the bed saying she had joined Walt's 5-year-old club, because I guess Walt has a club now that he's 5, which is funny. So that's what I've done since I've been here last week. It's only been a week. By the time I talk to you next week, I will have had a rehearsal for On Stage, which is coming in November. I will have had a rehearsal. I will have been to Texas to my nephew's wedding. I will have eaten lots of Mexican food, and I will be back ready for On Stage. I'll be ready. I'm sure I will be. I got up there, I turned on my light. I got up early this morning and packed and sent my sister a picture that I was packing, and she sent me one that said, "How long are you staying?" I don't know. I gotta come back on Sunday. All right, let's start this so I can show you what it is. Okay, so this is the Fitting Florets collection. Oh, maybe they're not calling it collection. Maybe I made, oh no, there it is, the word. I thought I'd seen the word somewhere. Okay, and let me back up a little bit so you can see all of this. Okay, so it's a collection. It's limited time only while supplies last. I have to say that really loudly. You heard me say that really loudly, because if it's gone and there's nothing we can do about it. So there's a bundle. There are some, do you know what's really exciting? I sent you a video if you're on my email list of Stampin' Up! Talking about this. They've now decided that whatever frames go with the stamp set, they're going to have the same name. So we don't have to try to figure out, and it's not rocket science. So we've got the Fitting Florets DSP, which is beautiful. We've got these gold swirls. Then the stamp sets. I'm using this for club this month. So if you're a part of my club, you're going to get the embellishments. You're going to get a full package of the designer series paper, and you're going to get this ribbon. This is that evening evergreen, because I love it with this. The colors in here are Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. This is the bundle. The dies are amazing. They do such great things. The ovals, they all interlayer. It's got this wispy little die for branches. Geez, words this morning. Come on, friends. And then it has an optional holiday words. It's called Framed and Festive. So if you like the holiday words, you can get it and it coordinates with it. And it coordinates with this. So that's what I did on my last video a couple of weeks ago. Oh, good morning, Teresa. I did the cards with the holiday words. So if you didn't see this video, I show you how I made these, and it's back in the archive somewhere. But I took that paper, colored it red, and put those words on there. So cute. So that's what I did the last time, and this is the Christmas word set. Okay, so this time we're not going to do Christmas because I'm getting ready for camp. Because when I come back from Texas, I will also have camp. So I'm going to move those out of the way and show you. Again, I loved coloring the little flowers. It's got great little details in the florals. This is the card I worked on yesterday. And then I was going to show it to you, and then I changed my mind because we're gonna make a shaker card. We all love a good shaker card, and because of the way these frames layer, they make a great shaker card. So I'm going to show you that. I also wanted to show you the brushed paper that's in the catalog. It's inexpensive, it's like $5. This brushed paper, it's soft succulent navy and then this pink, and it matches perfectly with this DSP. In fact, that's how I did the frame, was with the navy, and I did these leaves with the soft succulent. It matches so pretty, so don't miss that because I love a good coordination. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for making that match. Now, this is the card I started on this morning while I was waiting for my husband's the shared laptop to reboot. I have my own, but this one we share. He puts pictures on it, and then I have it here to video with. So I took, again, it's got these great oval frames. So this is my leftovers. So this is the inside of that frame I did last night. I did some this morning. Oh, I colored with Wink of Stella, which I'll show you in just a minute, but these are all the dies. Here's the little leafy ones. They're so cute. Okay. So I made this frame last night. I made this frame. It's out of shimmer white, and I made it so I could have this center. So then the leftovers is this piece. So that's how in my head, while I was sleeping at whatever time in the morning that I'm supposed to be sleeping, that I was thinking about cards, I decided on a shaker card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my window sheet and I'm going to adhere it to the back of this Designer Series paper. I used the same floral paper that I did in this sample over here. I mean, there's great papers. There's really good papers. I should pull them out and show them all to you. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. And if it's too big, I can always trim it after. Okay, so there's my window sheet. Now I'm going to put my frame around it. I've got a couple pieces that didn't poke out. It's such a pretty frame. I want to do it in gold, and I want to do it in silver, and I want to do it in lots and lots of colors because it's such a pretty frame. It just reminds me of a mirror. Like, what a cute little Disney princess looking glass thing. How cute is that? Okay. Oh, if you didn't know what I just did, I just took my seal and I used my silicone mat to put it on the frame to get it to stick. Instead of using Tombow or fine tip glue, the green glue, or the fine tip glue, I just didn't want that, so I didn't use it. So now I'm going to take my foam strip. We love good foam strip. I'm going to go around this. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because then my little shaker beads don't go all over the whole card. So I'm going to go around that circle because I don't want to lose my shaker beads in the Never Never Land of the card. And I didn't try to go right up to the edge because then you can kind of see it sometimes. Sometimes you can't. I mean, I could use scissors instead of trying to tear it, right? Okay. Then I'm also going to go down the side so the card stays up the same height. Look, I got my nails done. Well, I did them. I didn't go get them done. I don't have time. But they're for the wedding. So I'm ready to be the sister of the mother of the groom. It's a thing. She told me. I have a list of things. I'm taking my flower snips because I'm going to do some flowers, and we're going to do some shopping with my nieces. Okay, so now I have this. Now before I put my party in there, I want to make sure those little pieces, that other one's on the outside. I'm going to take my embossing buddy and put it in here because I can. And then I'm going to pour in my beautiful things. Now, I like these little, these things are called effervescent elements. And I like them because they help my beautiful sequins to move around. So this is a whole sequin. I mean, everybody should have a sequin set, right? So we go silver, green, and pink. This frame cuts out little hearts, and you can put those hearts in here too. I did not think of that in the middle of the night when I thought about the card, so I didn't think to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to move these around. Now I'm going to take this off. Can you hear my fan? When my fan's going behind me. When I came down and found the computer wasn't going to be my friend this morning, I started sweating. So hence the fan behind me. This is the balmy blue. I'm going to put it right down here. There's my balmy blue. And we're shaking. I mean, don't we love a good shaker first thing in the morning? Okay, so then I have the soft succulent to put this on. I knew my balmy blue was going to be a little bit too big. It's going to fit on the front of here, but it's a little bit too big for this. So I could trim this with my snips. Okay, so I really liked the white frame when I held it on there. Now that I'm looking at it, I want it to be, I don't know, silver maybe. When I held it on there, it was fine, but now I want it to be a different color. Oh, let's watercolor it. Let's put a little color on it when I watercolor the flowers. Now there's all kinds of things I could have done different. I could have cut the blue about the size of that oval and put a smaller piece on the back. I could have done it lots of different ways, but this is the way I did it. So now I can see a little bit of that succulent. Okay, so this ribbon that I like, that if you're part of my club, you're going to get. If not, you're just going to need it, because this is the ribbon that I used on this card. I ran it through my Blushing Bride. Now let me look. No, Petal Pink, because that's the color that's in here. I ran it through my Petal Pink, and it changes the color. So you can do it in white, or you can change the color. This is what it looks like going through the soft succulent. This is what it looks like going through the polished pink. here it is plain, which is great. Let's see what it looks like. Crushed curry's in here. Let's see what it looks like when you take it through crushed curry. So you can do this a couple of different ways. You can lay it in here and then just run it through. Like, I know to go around this card and make a bow, I need about this much. I'm a big fan of not cutting the ribbon off the bolt until I make the bow. But when I'm doing this, I kind of need to do that. So you can just take like one of your little daubers. So you can take a dauber and you're going to start it. And then you're just going to hold that down and pull it through. And the faster you go, the lighter it is. The darker you go, the darker it is. But you've got to give it a second to let it kind of sit in there, because the color is going to be, like, it comes off on my hands a little bit, but not a ton. I kind of like it that color too. I love a good ribbon that we can color. Again, it's beautiful white, just the way Stampin' Up! Made it. But now you've seen it in 3 different colors. You've seen it in the petal pink, the soft succulent, the polished pink, and now the crushed curry. Oh, I wanted to watercolor that. Let me watercolor that first. Okay, so here's the flowers. I stamped this long stem. Let's zoom in so you can see me. So I stamped this. Let me put some white behind that so you can see that a little bit better. Does that make it easier to see? Okay, so I stamped this in Night of Navy. I embossed it in crystal clear. And now I'm going to color it. And I'm going to color it using my Wink of Stella in the inside of the pad. So I'm going to start here. I've got my little flowers. I want them to be a little bit darker towards the center. And I'm coloring on the paper that I used is the shimmering white. So this is on shimmering white. So we're gonna got these pretty flowers. Let's do this one too. And then I'm gonna lighten it up. I love coloring this way because it adds double shimmer to that pretty shimmering white cardstock. Now I'm going to add some petal pink. Move these out of the way. I never feel like I'm a messy stamper until we start doing this, because then I go, wow, I got stuff all over my desk. Then we're going to use some of this Evening Evergreen. And with the Evening Evergreen, I could put the soft succulent in here too, but I found that the Evening Evergreen and the soft succulent, this is Evening Evergreen stamped off is about soft succulent. So I'm just going to go and put some ink on these and just keep going, and then I'm going to end up kind of soft succulent by the time I move my way down. And there's a lot of leaves. I didn't realize there were so many leaves until I started coloring them. Because it's just cute. Then all of a sudden you got a lot of leaves. Let's make this one. This one's going to end up a little darker. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them and I'll get back to it, because I'm not very good at looking at my phone. Okay, so that's lovely. And I want to put it on my card. I also liked using, I know we have these pretty swirls, but I also liked the iridescent pearls for my flower centers. So I put, oh, I wanted to do this frame. What color? Let's do the petal pink. All right, so you can see the frame is white now. Let's add a little petal pink to it. Let's see if we like it. I keep moving hairs around in here. I swear my cat sat in this pad when I had it open. If you guys have pets that you can keep off your desk, let me know how. I can keep the dogs off, but not the cats. Oh yeah, I like that. This is what you call an empty one. I want it to move around a little bit better, so I'm going to switch. I'm going to use a little bit of this because I want it to move around a little bit better. Like for those flowers, I wanted it a little bit concentrated in one spot. This, I just want to shade that frame. Oh, I like it. This down here is a little darker than what I wanted, so I pulled out my water pen to kind of lighten it. But I have lots of options to color that if I really don't like it. I'm going to get the color out of here. So this is my empty one. And now that I'm for sure that there's no more Wink of Stella in it, I take the end and mark it with a marker, and then I know this can be this is a good paintbrush. But that way I don't try to pull out a Wink of Stella with it. Okay, so here's my shaker card. You're done watching me color so up close. Let's take our ribbon and tie it around. So I've shown you how to color the ribbon, color with a Wink of Stella. We've got lots of stuff today. It's early in the morning, at least here. Sometimes my friend from Australia watches me, which is funny because she's going to bed. All right, so here's this. I'm going to scooch it to the side. So I want my flowers over here. And I want to put these on with dimensionals. So if you're going to get the fitting florets, if you have any questions, let me know. It's just so cute. Now on this card, I cut them apart. I cut the big flowers out and then I tucked some of the leaves underneath. This one, I wanted one big one. But I liked them cut apart. So I wanted one big one. Now I'm going to add these cute little iridescent pearls as my flower centers. They are so cute. This little one over here. Let's use a big one here. Stay on there. I'm gonna put a couple on my window sheet too, because I can. Okay, you know how sometimes you kind of go, I need to stop? I'm gonna say I need to stop. Oh, I haven't even mounted it on my card yet. Let's take that seal and mount it on the card. There you go. Ooh, look at Shaker. All right, friends. Oh, I could add some of these. All right, I need to stop. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I'll be back next week. I mean, who knows what Texas thing I'll show you. Halloween's over, but this isn't a Halloween shirt. This is a fall shirt. So it's still, I can still wear it into the fall because there's still pumpkins in my yard. My dogs have kind of demolished them, but I still got a couple. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will stamp with you again soon. Bye.